everyone, Karin Carr here with GeorgiaCoastHomes.com. I'm a realtor in Savannah with Keller Williams, and today I have a very special guest joining me. This is Jarad Brown with Certainty Home Loans.
Hey, and thank you for having me out today.
No, thank you for being on the show. So I thought that today we would talk about the pre-approval process, because a lot of people don't really know what's expected of them when they're filling out a pre-approval, and that you could answer those questions.
Awesome. Yes, the pre-approval process is the second step in buying a home. Obviously the first is to find a realtor, a local realtor that can help you throughout the process, and you have a good one right here. The second step is the pre-approval process, and it's a vital step in the process because it's when we really get to know our buyers. Some things to keep in mind with the pre-approval process is the more information, the more accurate information we get, the better.
Sure.
So on the front end, if you're self-employed, have your tax returns for the last 2 years available.
Okay.
Pay stubs, W-2s, bank account statements, all the things that you can find on your smartphone. I usually say that the most important thing to have at a pre-qualification is your smartphone because it has so much information in it. And we do see from time to time people are a little bit hesitant to have their credit pulled or put on their application because they're afraid that they may not qualify.
Right.
And that's the thing about the pre-qualification process is that's when you learn whether you can buy a house or not. There's no bad information that can come out of it. At worst, you know where you stand today, and I can work with you one-on-one to get you to where you can buy a home.
Right. I would so much rather have somebody find out now, okay, your credit score is about 20 points too low, and this is what we're going to do to raise it, rather than we go out looking at houses, we write an offer, and then find out, oops, guess what, you don't qualify for a loan.
Absolutely. You don't want to fall in love with the home until you know you can buy the home. So the pre-approval process is very simple. It involves putting on an application, and that can be done one of three ways. We can meet in person, which is my favorite, or we can put on an application online if you live out of town and can't meet face-to-face. And for people who don't have the internet or the ability to meet face-to-face, we can also do the application over the phone. Everybody's financial situation is different. Every loan is different. And so we can customize and cater the loan to you and your particular situation.
Okay.
By the end of the application process, you will know exactly how much you can afford, what your monthly payments are going to be, what kind of closing costs you're looking at, because just like buying a car, there's always tax, tag, and title. So you'll understand what those closing costs are, and you'll have a sheet of paper stating that you can buy a home using Certainty Home Loans.
So how long does it normally take from the time that somebody submits the application until they have an answer one way or the other?
An online application should have a pre-qual letter within 24 hours.
Wow,
every single time. We get automatically notified once an application has been put on, and then from there, the decision can be made within just a matter of hours.
Okay, cool. And the other question I always get asked is, I'm afraid that it's going to drop my credit score by filling out the application and having you pull my credit. So how much does it really affect their credit?
It is a hard pull on your credit, but it is a necessity at this point when buying a home. We need to know what your credit profile looks like from front to back. Now, once you've had your credit pulled that first time, there's a 30-day window that you can have your credit pulled by any mortgage lender, and it's not going to affect your score at
30
all.
days?
Yes.
I thought it was 2 weeks.
No.
Okay, I learned something today too.
You have a full 30 days, and it's because they want you shopping. They want you out there getting the best rate. It's not as if you're getting declined and then moving to somebody else and getting declined.
Okay.
In that 30-day window, they know that you're just out there shopping, so they don't affect your credit score on that.
Okay.
But buying a house is probably the biggest thing you're going to buy. So if there's a reason to have your credit pulled, it would be to buy a home.
Right. So one of the things that Jarad just said that I really liked was working with a local lender. Now you can go online and you can get pre-approved with LendingTree or any number of these online lenders. But if you get pre-approved with them and you decide to go with them, they're in another state. There's probably a time difference. You don't necessarily get the same person every single time you call them, right? I mean, you could call an 800 number and just talk to whoever answers the phone. And if they're not responding quickly enough, if it's taking a long time, and you have to repeat yourself every single time you call because you're starting over with somebody new, that gets old really fast. The reason why I like working with Jarad so much is that I've got his cell number. If I need information and I need it quickly, I know how to get a hold of you very easily. I can text you, I can call you, I can physically walk into your office.
As you have my cell phone number, so do all my clients. There's been plenty of times where a client's worked a full day and they've had this question on their mind all day that they just want to ask their lender, but they never found the time throughout the day. Having your lender's cell phone number to where you can send them a text at 9 p.m. to ask them something that's very, very important to you is very vital. And it's that relationship that carries on even after the closing table, even after you've moved into your home. You may have questions. What did you say about homestead exemption? What was this that you were talking about as far as me switching insurance if I want to? To be able to have that relationship, to pick up the phone and still get the same guy on the phone that you talked to on day one during the pre-qual phase, to say, hey, Jarad, I have a question. I have past clients call me every single day, and I love it. It means that they did what I asked them to, and they saved me in their phone, probably as Jarad or Jarad, the best lender in America. But they did what I asked them to, and now we have a relationship, which ultimately that's what life's about. I do this because I like to see people get in homes. I like to see people achieve the American dream, that personal pride to get of home ownership. That's the biggest thing you get from using somebody local, one of your neighbors, somebody who lives around you, because they're going to care more. They're going to be easy to access. And ultimately, they're going to be people that you see in your neighborhood or at the store that, you can have that relationship with and feel comfortable reaching out to them.
Very nice. Well, thank you so much. I think that really answers most of the questions that I get frequently from first-time buyers. And if you are in the Savannah area and you're looking to buy a home, this is a good guy to go to get your pre-approval from.
Don't hesitate. Just give us a call. We'd love to talk to you.
Awesome. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please be sure to hit the thumbs up button down below, share it, make a comment, and if you like it that much, subscribe to my channel. I do put out new videos every Monday. So thanks again, and we'll see you on the next one.